Welcome to module number 0, an introduction to Agile Project Management version 2 training. Even before we dive into module 0, let me briefly introduce you to the training organization. A little bit about One World Training. One World Training is a global training, business simulation, and training company. And we have offices in the United States, the United Kingdoms, the Netherlands, India, and many other parts of the world. We provide training in IT, business management, project management, ISO standards, and several other trainings for both individuals and organizations. We deliver courses in different ways. We offer public classroom-based trainings, online-based trainings, e-learning trainings, and other approaches for effective delivery of training. And we are an authorized training center, and we are endorsed by several leading global professional bodies. And a few of our endorsements are laid out on this particular slide over here. Now, let me just briefly introduce you to the various modules or the agenda for this particular course. The foundation course is broken down into 9 modules, plus you would have a couple of modules that would help you do a few sample examination papers. Now, module number 1 is a module that will talk about what Agile is and when do we choose an appropriate Agile approach. Now, I have set aside 60 minutes of learning time for this particular module. Now, depending upon your pace of learning, you might take more time or lesser time, but you could set aside 60 minutes for learning the contents in this particular slide and the official guide for this particular course. Module number 2, we would cover the philosophy, principles, and project variables. So you could set aside about 90 minutes of learning for this particular module. Module number 3 is preparing for success. Module number 4 is the DSDM process, which is the key methodology that Agile Project Management endorses. And module number 5 talks about the people involved in this particular process, the various roles and responsibilities. So you could set aside about 90 minutes for understanding the various people involved and what the responsibilities are. And then we'll talk about the products in module number 6. And module number 7 is about key practices about such as prioritizing and time boxing. And in module number 8, we would look into planning and control throughout the life cycle. And module number 9, we will look into some additional practices, such as workshops, modeling, and iterative development. So we've kind of given you some indicative timelines in terms of the amount of time it would take you on an average to learn each of these modules. But again, as I said earlier on, you might take lesser time or even greater than the time that we have laid out, depending upon the pace of your learning. Now, let me just lay out the course objectives for you. Now, Agile Project Management version 2, it contains significantly more guidance than previous versions. So this particular course is based on version 2 of AgilePM. I mean, typically classroom trainings kind of run over 5 days. But since this is an online e-learning, we have kind of given you some indicative time in terms of the amount of time that you could spend on each of the modules. Now, the course is basically split into 2 sections. So this particular course basically helps you prepare for the foundation bit of the examination, whereas the advanced digging deeper kind of course deals with the practitioner side of AgilePM. Now, the foundation examination is a closed book examination, and you would be asked 50 questions, and you would be given a timeline of 40 minutes. So within 40 minutes, you need to answer 50 questions, and the expectation is to get 25 marks to pass the exam, i.e. a 50% pass. Whereas a practitioner exam is going to be a scenario-based examination. You would have 4 questions, 80 questions in total, and you would be given 2.5 hours. And the expectation is to get 40 out of 80, i.e. a 50% pass mark. And the practitioner exam is an open book examination. Now, even before we kind of move on to the various elements of the content of the course, let me just introduce you to a membership component. When you enroll into this particular course, you would have the opportunity to become a member of Agile Business Consortium. You would be given a complimentary 3-month membership. By the way, this particular course is based on the contents provided by the Agile Business Consortium. So we would like to introduce you to the Agile Business Consortium, the professional body for business agility, who are the brains behind this course. They have been in the forefront of agility for about 25 years, and they continue to advance the practice of business agility worldwide. So once you have passed the examination, they are well placed to support you as you apply your new knowledge in the workplace. So how do you really go about becoming an associate member? They kind of offer you 3 months free membership, which will help you stand out from your peers and start putting the theory into practice. So what would this membership help you in? It will help you connect with and learn from your peers, benefit from their experience of all the things that are happening in the business agility world. It would provide you access to exclusive membership events, and you could learn from thought leaders, gain some new insights and advice from across different areas of business agility. And it could help you take advantage of the business agility tools and templates, and they're all validated by the consortium. It will grant you access to ebooks and other resources. You could discover more about Agile and keep pace with change. You would get a 20% web shop discount on hard copies of Agile handbooks, pocket books, and other resources. So how do you kind of become a member? You could kind of complete the form. Now I've kind of provided a link for you at the bottom. If you could include that link in your browser, it kind of opens up with a form. You fill out your details in that form, and you could request for membership. And within 10 working days, you will receive a welcome email from Agile Business Consortium. And after 3 months, you can choose to continue the associate membership for £49 per year, or apply for professional membership at £99. Now, please keep in mind that the first 3 months of membership is free, and that's valid for 3 months from the date of activation and not from the date of your examination. So what happens after 3 months? After your 3-month membership, you can renew your associate membership as I stated earlier on, $49 per year, or you can apply and be assessed as a professional member for only £99 per year, and you could demonstrate that you're a credible and experienced agilist and make a life-changing difference to your career. Additional benefits would include career development and access to continuous professional development, accredited learning. You could get a recognition badge. There are quarterly events from industry leaders, and you could kind of gain professional development points, which are accredited by the Agile Business Consortium. Now, if you have any questions, you could visit the agilebusiness.org website, or you could reach out to them at info@agilebusiness.org. Now, a little bit about the digital batches and how can you share your success. Now, over here, we have a snapshot of a screen from your candidate portal. Now, once you complete your exam with APMG, you would get your results by accessing your candidate portal. So, for example, up over here, there's a sample picture of your details, and you could basically click on create batch and share that on the social media. Uh, you could update your network with your new skills. You could get the recognition you deserve, and you could update the CV. And the batches offered by the consortium are open standard and may be shared and verified online in a safe and secure way. They contain detailed information on your qualification to help you gain the recognition you deserve. So how do you really go about claiming, accepting, and sharing your batches? So we've got some guidelines for you. So how do you claim your digital badge? So as I kind of stated earlier on, log into your candidate portal after you pass the exam, and then you create badge. So that's how you claim your digital badge. And then you accept your digital badge, and then you share it on the social media platform. If you're active on LinkedIn, you could share it on LinkedIn so that everybody can, like and spread the word across that you have been certified in this particular course. Um, but generally speaking, when we think about the reason as to why people share batches, a study was done by LinkedIn, and they found three reasons why employees share professional content. One is to enhance knowledge. So 77% of the survey respondents said that they would like to keep up with industry news. About 70% said they would like to discover new ideas within industry. And the second reason is to strengthen network. So 63% of the respondents wanted to build relationships, about 44% to spark conversation. And the third reason was to boost personas. About 56% said they would like to build professional reputation, and 40% to improve current job skills. So, good thing to share your batches so that you could enhance knowledge, strengthen network, and boost the persona. Now, this particular course is based on a book, and you could basically download the book when you become a member of Agile Business Consortium. You could download a copy of the handbook, and the Agile PM, Agile Project Management Handbook version 2 defines the full content of Agile PM. It's a definitive source for all Agile PM examination. It supports both this training and your examination. And as I stated earlier on, your practitioner exam is an open book examination, and you could use this book to refer when you do the practitioner examination. Now, broadly speaking, when you look into the structure of the book, section 1 of the book contains the Agile Project Management Foundation. So it is basically the content of section 1 that we're going to cover in the foundation course. And in section 2 contains the practitioner content. It's digging deeper. It kind of contains the Agile project manager perspective. And then we have a few appendices which provide additional supporting information. Now, Agile PM is basically based on DSDM framework, on the dynamic systems development methodology. It's the longest established Agile approach. It was launched in 1995. The DSDM Agile Project Management Framework is at the heart of this particular course. And it is owned by the Agile Business Consortium, a not-for-profit collegiate organization. So they kind of offer two sets of frameworks. One is a project framework, and this particular course is based on the project framework, but you also have a program framework. And so if you would like to kind of scale up to the program level, so Agile PGM might help you. So these are all the frameworks owned by the Agile Business Consortium.